Being able to see my sisters again was the highlight of my week.
Ladies! This is where we kiki about the fellas. We might be sipping on wine, but I want to know all the tea. Responsibility is now yours to decide. Which of these fellas remain on this journey, and which of them? To help you guys make your difficult decisions, your focus is digging deeper. Once we sort it all out, you ladies will decide.
The kids part is a big factor for me. I've always put my kids before my own needs and wants. So it's very important to have a man that can come in and blend with us. You good with your hands, you build a lot of...
When I was married, I did all that stuff. And it could be because of what I just recently went through with Courtney, losing Courtney. Because that changed me a little bit. You know...
Did it change you for the better or the worse?
I just know it changed me. And what it didn't do is it didn't stop me from wanting to find somebody that I really want to be with again, you feel me?
What you like about me?
I like the fact that you, not only have experience with motherhood, you have experience with motherhood, how it came. You played it how you had to play it to make sure your family was able to get what they need, you feel me?
It's still early on. I don't think I've had a connection with anybody the way that I have a connection with you. I don't have any red flags that I can see with Joel. I feel like we could blend our families easily.
Today, I had to go on a date with Troy. He told me about taking me on a trip for my birthday. And then I found out that Troy has been going around telling the rest of the ladies the same darn thing.
I'm doing great now that you're here. Alexis walked in looking sexy as hell. You know, we men, we physical. It made my day.
I made your day.
The energy I had with you last time we talked. For me, it felt electrifying. So I'm sure, I don't get butterflies often.
Oh, you have butterflies. I know you tried to call me, in the last couple of days.
Yeah. Am I in trouble?
Yeah. A little birdie told me that you not only told me I was your number one, but there's some other women that you're telling are your number one. You're laughing. I really don't think it's funny. You told me you were going to take me on a trip for my birthday, or you would consider that.
It was a consideration, yeah.
But you also told some other ladies the same thing.
Did I?
On top of the fact that, like, when I just came in, you kissed me on my forehead, and then you kissing the other ladies.
I didn't kiss you today.
When I just came in, you just kissed me.
That's just not me. None of them flinch. Matter of fact, they act like they thoroughly enjoy it.
With that being said, who's your number one?
Who's my number one?
Men are really not good at multitasking.
I'm do a little boxing, see how you gonna fight for me. My goal is to peel back some more layers because at this moment in my life, it is about finding a soulmate, that twin flame, the spirits that match up. She can pack a pretty hard punch.
At this point, it seems like a spark is happening. I have a biological sister that I just reunited with. We were separated when I was 5 and she was 7.
Shut up.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
My daddy got 11 kids by 9 women.
Really?
I got a whole damn attorney on my hands.
I'm actually a DA too.
And you're a DA.
When I initially meet a man, I don't want them to, automatically be intimidated.
DA. Whose stock just went up, Mo?
Sometimes it's hard to find support when you're like
Successful and you're busy and all of that. For me to be the first person that she opened up and told that to, I felt special. You got nothing to worry about, Amber, baby. Your secret is safe with me.
I invited David to Body Rock Pilates.
What's up?
Oh, hey. You're late.
Am I late?
Yeah, is that how you're gonna start our first date?
I was excited to go on the date with Stacey because I wanted to see from her a little bit more.
I don't want you to fall. I know you're a little bit older than me, and so I just want you to be careful.
I want you to be careful about your jokes.
Does this feel like this could unfold to be a connection that you would personally take further? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As we go through this process, trust is a big deal with me.
Do you need a man to hey, I need you to show me social media. I need you to be open with your phone. You mind if I know your password?
So that would be a red flag for me. I don't want to know anybody's passcodes, and I don't want your Instagram.
Really?
I don't. If I have a journal or a diary, I don't want you reading my diary.
When you open up yourself to marriage, I think it's wide open. I'm very flexible in a relationship, but at the same time,
Dave is a good, God-fearing man. I get it. But when he heard the words privacy, he took it as meaning like secrecy. And I realized how much we were on different pages.
Me and Jason set up a date at Pitch 25, playing cornhole. It's a change of pace from the typical date, but hopefully I can see the competitive nature of these women.
Watch out. I have my son's basketball coach next to me, there's no way we're gonna lose. Of course, our team won. Y'all done?
Yeah,
we done.
I'm learning that it's hard for me to switch over from seeing a parent to seeing somebody who can possibly be, my significant other.
I'm big on time. Time and attention. My love language is time. I'm not really into gifts and diamonds and all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying I wouldn't take it. Time tells me that you love me.
I respect that.
Tommy challenged us to reach deep, deep down in there and figure out what these men are really all about. Not only physically, but also mentally and emotionally.
What are your thoughts on intimacy before marriage? Sex before marriage?
Sex before marriage. First of all, before I answer this, are you celibate?
I'm abstinent.
She asked me kind of out of the blue, how do I feel about intimacy before marriage?
I think my concern with Jason, though, is he just doesn't relax enough with me. We were sitting so far apart on the couch, I'm just like, bro, come a little closer. But he's definitely still on my top. When it's that time of the month.
Oh, So you abstinent for a period of time? Is just because of the circumstance, or you waiting all the way until you're married?
That is honestly my desire, and the way I actually feel about it is I think you should share that with someone you feel like you're gonna spend the rest of your life with.
Sure. But you have had sex before.
Of course.
But you said you want to experience that with somebody.
Well, someone that I deem is, special, a partner.
No,
Not just willy-nilly and Tom, Dick, Harry.
You ever have a conversation with someone and you just feel the goodness from them? I think that I would much rather kind of know what that space is. Could it be something that I wait on? I've done that in the past.
Okay.
I would rather it much more be about like a genuine connection.
With AJ not being too okay with it, it was disappointing. I'm not trying to compromise my standards for love. Maybe I'll change his mind.
I wanted to go on a date with KRIS. We had a good conversation at brunch. That put her in my top. But, I wanted to see how we reacted in a dating situation.
Dang, he looking kind of good today. Like, Ron was cute at the mixer, but on the date, I was like, yes. I'm interested to see and get to know him and talk to him more. I'm getting older. I want to settle down.
Okay.
He was bad.
I was a gel at 18. Luckily, it was instilled with me that I need to go to college to be successful. Wanted to be honest about that.
I want us to be best friends, like have fun together.
I want a fun marriage.
Yes.
100%. I gotta have it.
It's time for me to get, somebody ready for what I'm looking for, too.
Oh, yeah.
I just want him to be a man and, lead me and, he's the provider, the protector.
The provider part and the protection, that's where it's easy. I need you deep in it to know I want to do stuff for him. I need you. I'll be the first person to tell you in your eyes,
I want to feel that so bad.
KRIS is more on a traditional side. She's gonna need a man to kind of take care of a lot of the responsibilities financially in that relationship. And she wants that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You were my top one.
The first day?
First day and the second day, I put you in my top.
Ron really surprised me. He let loose. We learned a lot about each other that we didn't know. Thank you. I got some work to do. Ron is it right now. I'm really excited that it's with David.
I think I have a real genuine connection with Liz. I love the fact that we both got a spiritual foundation.
The one thing that really drew my attention to you was your spiritual foundation.
I remember girls would call the house and it'd be like, my mom answered the phone, praise the Lord.
Oh, wow.
Mom, don't answer the phone like that. When I ended up going off to college, I was so shielded from everything, I left the church too. I never left God. I left my commitment to him though.
Got it.
Right? I learned so much from that and I found my way back. I was definitely a prodigal son, for real.
That's good. I haven't been in a serious, committed relationship for 17 years.
17 years?
True relationships. Now, I've been in situationships, all of this maturity just didn't come overnight.
Women always want their man to tell them everything, but sometimes, they're not a safe place for everything. You get judgment, you get criticism, but with Liz, she's a safe place, and it makes me comfortable to share pretty much anything. I was married before in my early 20s.
Okay.
I didn't know nothing about being a husband, but I got married again, and it was short-lived. I was ready, I was available, I was showing up, and this person just, I don't know, I experienced somebody literally walking out.
It just didn't work. It just didn't work. Do you feel like that you can really give love to that woman, your soulmate?
I'm not scared. But I just want to make sure nobody leaves again. I just want to make sure that somebody's going to be there and be like, yo, I'll take you in the frame that you are.
I'm feeling very hopeful about David. I believe that we both opened up and shared some things that we have went through. And so I'm just really excited to get to know him more.
It's deliberation time.
Before we get into what's not working, let's remind ourselves about the real reason why we're here. Love and romance, right?
Yes.
I had even more of appreciation of him after going to his place.
I don't know how you can be fine with braces, but that man done figured it out.
What is it about Joel?
I went to David's house. He came to the door with a rose. Ooh. So I felt like a lady.
Okay.
And getting a chance to be with him and getting to know him was a breath of fresh air. David is a church boy, I'm a church girl.
Okay.
And I don't know, maybe God trying to say something. He shared about his past relationship. He was married twice. I can see the emotion behind what he was saying. We really connected at that moment.
Okay. Amber, the jury is back in. Would you say you feeling KRIS?
I am. Okay. It was a really great connection.
You put the quiet storm on you, didn't you? Chrysanthemum. Who is the flower feeling?
The flower is Philly. A little sleeper that done snuck up in on me named Ron.
Ron and snuck up what?
Ron surprised me. Like,
What?
Look at her blushing.
Look at you. When a woman hold her mouth. It's time to talk about who we not feeling.
This one is a rough one for me because it's somebody that I really like. I went on a date with Dave this week and I was able to uncover some things about him. He wants a woman from our conversation to share all of her passwords. Bank account information.
Oh, wait, what?
Instagram.
Excuse me?
If that's the case, then we bring in our past to the next.
Right.
He's a good dude. He's a really good dude. It's just something that he has to heal from, and that makes him not ready for me because I'm not still back there.
Honestly, about what I heard about David. You married, you share everything. That's kind of the upbringing that I come from. I understand that concept.
I think he's handsome, charming, definitely not for me.
Anybody else?
David.
Liz.
I'm not feeling Troy. I think what really turned me off about Troy was, for me, it's a no.
Feels like we are close to a decision.
Yeah.
One man's time will come to an end. When it comes to letting people go, there's only one way we roll in my world. Y'all got to huddle up and call a play.
At that point, I was a little nervous about David. I don't want him to go. I want another date with him.
Good to see you.
Happy to see you, too. Yeah.
STACY is just absolutely stunning. Her and I, unfortunately, haven't really connected at all. So getting to know her on a more intimate level would be something ideal for me to do.
Today, the ladies, we talked, and there were a lot of question marks. Something came up today along the lines of you wanting passwords to everything if you're in a relationship.
That specifically came from a date that I had with STACY.
One of the things that the ladies were talking about
We're gonna bring that up again.
spreading, hey, I wasn't there.
In marriage, I believe that there should be transparency and no privacy. Yo, if you want my password, you can have my password because I have nothing to hide.
In her head, maybe she doesn't agree with that.
My past has shaped me to be an honorable man, loving man. If I didn't experience my past, God knows what I would be today.
We made a decision.
Okay.
And it was basically a unanimous decision.
They've determined that you're not ready to love. No trips to at least the third day, Troy.
Okay, all right, well, we'll see. I've learned my lesson, I have. I'm the type of guy, if I do something wrong once, all you gotta do is tell me one time not to do it again. I'm still 150% ready for love. Are you down? Do you wanna do that?
Sometimes our experiences shape us, and my experiences say that I feel more comfortable with me and my wife having such a level of openness with each other. A phone ain't even the topic. I was able to walk away from that thankful that I'm still here.